good evening, all you Trojan fans. Tonight, the Trojans enter the field of play here at home to take on the visiting Juniata Indians over here. And that'll be the opposition for tonight's ball game, and the Trojans coming in tonight with 3 big games under their belt. 1 loss and 2 wins, but the 2 wins the last 2 times out against Williams Valley and Lion Mountain were gigantic wins for this ball club, as they were struggling early on, and now we play some teams that are not necessarily the strength of the league, but they are real big competition. Williams Valley and Millersburg, they hardly gets any bigger than that, and the Trojans were able to overcome both of those ball clubs. So it's or not Millersburg, I beg your pardon, but Lion Mountain. And it has been fun the last couple of ball games, and they hope to continue that tonight. The offense seems to be starting to gel now and really making some headway out there with putting points on the board. 34 out there. Tony Hoover had a spectacular ball game last time out, along with Harmon and the rest of the team too. Hoover's getting a whole lot of good blocking off the left side of that Trojan offensive line particular, but the left and the right side of the Trojan offensive line doing a good job. He's out there following the blocking of number 21, Whitmer, who has been playing an outstanding ball game too lately. So everybody coming together. We're going to have the alma mater, and then we'll get on and see if we can whip up on these Juniata Indians. Trojans will kick off to begin tonight's football game here now, and here comes Mark Showstyle's kick. It is a low kick, going to squib on down here around the 30th, dropping it down here to about the 27-yard line or the 26-yard line. We've got an injury on the kickoff here. One of the Juniata Indians is shaken up on the play, so he'll get a timeout for the injury, and we'll see what the defense can do here now against these Indians as we look at some of the boys out here. 87 out there, of course, is Kevin Troutman. 56, Brock Stone. 34, Tony Hoover. Number 2 is Andrew Swank. 60, I think he's over there someplace. 55 is that Taylor Shadle. Taylor has played an outstanding series of ball games here now, making the big tackle to end the Lion Mountain threat just last week over at Lion Mountain. A big sack on the final play of the ball game. 21 is, of course, Whitmer. The young fellow is up on his feet, incidentally, and that's a good sign. Where is he? There he is. So we hope that he's going to be okay. Looks like he got a little bit of a problem with the right leg, but he'll be okay, I believe. That's number 80. I think that's Zachary Bryan. So now the Trojans will go to work. 58 over there, Josh Adams. Number 68 for UDA, Josh Stadheim. These guys, all of them playing outstanding football last couple of ball games. 42, Mark Showstyle, who also kicked off. And let's see, who did I miss? Probably a couple. 55. No, I did say Taylor. Well, at any rate, we got a good bunch of young fellas out here. 20 over there is that Matthew Harmon, who plays both ways, of course, as do most of these guys, and he has been receiving some great passes from that Skylar Fultz. First play from series, not going to get very much that time. Snyder with the football for no gain on the play, or virtually no gain on the play. Stopped in there by a couple of Trojans. Loss of maybe a foot or 2 on the play. We'll call it no gain, really. It's second down and a little longer than 10. Trojans have just, I don't know what, it just like seems like they've gotten a wake-up call the last couple of ball games. And boy, have they ever put some games together, playing super defense as well as generating that offense. Here's a motion on the Juniata lineman. That'll take them back 5. Incidentally, Juniata and Upper Dauphin coming into tonight's ball game with what we think are identical records: 3 wins, 4 losses. Trojans' past 2 victories have both come in league play, and so 2 out of our 3 wins are against a Twin Valley Conference ball club. Here we go on the next try. Nothing doing except over the left side. He goes with it. That's at number 26 over there. That's Shane Adams, or Shane Archie rather. And a gain of about almost 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Well, actually gained about 4.5, so it'll be 3rd down and about 6.5. Big play coming up here for the UDA defense now. We want to get the ball back immediately and try to do something with it. Juniata goes from the I formation on this 3rd and 6. Pitches over there to that 33. Goes around the left side, but he is going to be tackled short of the 1st down. It's going to be a yard or so short, so the Trojans should get the ball back. Some good defense going on over there by the Trojans. I think Stadheim might have been in on that one, or was it Josh Adams? I'm not sure, but one of those boys was over there to help bump him out of there. 4th down and about 2, so that means back to receive this punt will go Swank. He'll be on the near side, and Harmon on the far side of the field to receive this Juniata punt. See what kind of a snap he gets. Oh, nice snap. And not much of a rush. Short kind of a punt that they're going to, well, now it's going to get a Juniata roll. Wow, it's going to roll 15 yards all the way down to the 27-yard line of UDA. So the Trojans will put it in play right there. That means big, lanky number 11, Skylar Fultz, checks into the ball game now. He's the QB. Skylar getting better and better every ball game. And we'll see what he's got in him tonight here against these Juniata Indians. Trojans will line up with Whitmer as the fullback and Tony Hoover as the tailback, and hold everything. Clock is stopped by Juniata. First time out of the ball game called with 10 minutes, 13 seconds remaining here in the very first quarter. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're set to go now. Trojans put 2 receivers out on the far side of the field on this very first play from the 27-yard line. Skylar Fultz hands it off. Up with it comes Hoover. Hoover tries the left side of the line that time and gets a couple of yards out to the 29-yard line, picking up maybe 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And, well, actually picked up 2. Be 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 8 coming up here now. Field in remarkable condition due to the fact that there was rain off and on kind of over the last, well, week actually, but today a little bit of a drizzle. Here's the handoff to the fullback Whitmer, and Whitmer dives across the 30 to the 31-yard line, picking up another pair of yards that time. And it'll be 3rd down and 6 now for UDA. So the first 2 tries up the middle have gained the Trojans 4 yards total. Whitmer will check out of the ball game now. Kyle Motter in there, and many times Skylar Fultz likes to throw to Kyle, so we'll see what they do now in a passing situation here. 3rd down and 6. Hoover's the only set left in the backfield. Skylar over the center. Drops back, has good protection. Fires one over that way, incomplete. Boy, it looked like 89 might have been hanging on to Swank that time. It was intended for Andrew Swank, but falls as an incompletion, so the Trojans will go 3 and out here on their first attempt. And that means Swank will be back to punt for UDA. The Indians drop 1 man back to receive the punt. See if Andrew can get a good kickoff here. See what that snap looks like. A little high, but okay. Here he steps up with it. He's going to drive it down the far side, but it kind of didn't get a real good roll out of that. But now he does get a couple of yards out of it. Down to the 33-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 as Stone picks up the ball and gives it to the official at the Juniata 33-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. The Indians on the Indian 32. Okay, 1st and 10 now. Zach Williams is the quarterback. He's going to roll this way, and Zach may get sacked, and he will. A good rush put on by Brock Stone and Taylor Shadle. That's a heck of a defensive duo out there, and they have played so well the last couple of ball games. 60 out there for UDA on the defense, too, of course, is Kyle Wiest. But Stone and Shadle doing a job that time. Big loss on the play of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 19. 2nd and 19. Williams, the QB. They go into the run and shoot formation this time for Juniata. Williams wants to throw it, I think. He's rolling, getting caught and downed over there. Is coming up to pick him off is Tony Hoover. Penalty flag thrown out here, however. So we'll see what that's all about here in just a moment. But another great defensive play by UDA. It is a hold against Juniata. Now, will the Trojans take that penalty? I doubt it. Holding is the call. It will be declined as there was not much of a loss on the play, but it'll bring up 3rd and 19. So the Trojans do not want to give them an extra down here. We'll just take the down instead. 3rd and 19 now. Ball back to the 25-yard line of Juniata. Williams checking him over, sends 33 in motion. Handoff is to that 50-something, and he is going to be dragged down as Tony Hoover puts another good stop on with a good low tackle by Tony Hoover. Right around the legs. It's 4th down and a punting situation. So both teams sputtering a little bit here offensively. And that means that back to receive the punt will go Harmon on the far side. Swank up a little bit. And let's see. Snap is always the big thing here on this. Ooh, good, excellent snap. Punt, nice high punt coming over here to Swank. And Swank will take it as a fair catch at the 43-yard line. So that's where the Trojans will put it in play with excellent field position on their own 43-yard line. So let's see now. We can't crank up some offense this time. Schuyler coming in there with the official play. He looks back and says, "You think that'll work, Coach?" Coach says, "Yep. Everybody does their thing. It'll work." Harmon coming out here to receive this pass. No, just kidding. I'm not sure. Schuyler has not put it up yet tonight as we tried 3 runs, and now he's going to. Schuyler looking, firing one over this way. It is complete to Swank. Swank's got about 2 yards out of that one, though, as 89 coming up there quickly to take care of Andrew that time. 89 is that Abram Hunsberger. Abram with a good stop for his Juniata Indians that time. Gain of a long yard and a half, maybe 2. 2nd down and 8. This time they put Troutman along with Swank, I believe it is, over in the far side, but up the middle with it comes Hoover. Hoover breaks into the secondary. Tony could go. He's got 1 or 2 guys to beat. He's going to be tripped up at the 5-yard line. Tony Hoover with a big hole. Again, that offensive line just doing the job out there for Tony that time, and gives Tony a big gain right down to the 5-yard line where it'll be marked at the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4 for UDA. 1st and goal from the 4. Boy, you talk about an offensive line that has really started to do its job, and they are doing it now and have been the last couple of ball games. From the eye, Hoover again. Hoover this time, he is in. Yes, he is. Touchdown, Tony Hoover from 4 yards out. So the Trojans take the lead here, 6-0 with 5:50 remaining in the very first quarter. And we got a man down here with a flag running around. Where is he? There he goes. All right. Extra point try coming up here. Sparse crowd tonight on both sides of the field because of the weather. Weather conditions not exactly perfect, although right now there is just like kind of a mist out there. Not much of a rain, but just a little bit of a mist. So here we go now on a extra point try. They're going to try to kick it. Here's Troutman's kick. Looks good from here. It is no good. Nope. I guess it was off to the left, I guess. I'm not sure. At any rate, 6-0 UDA, and the Trojans will be coming back here to kick off to the visiting Juniata Indians here in just a moment. There you are, 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Trojans on top, 6-0. So once again, Mark the Toe Showstyle has her teed up out here to kick off for the 2nd time in the ball game. And he'll be Kicking to two young fellas that are deep. I'm not sure who they are for Juniata, but at any rate, I'm sure of this. Here comes Mark's kick. It is going to go right down the middle. Well, it's actually curving off to the side now, bouncing out of bounds. Looked like it was starting down the middle to me, but kind of off to the left. So the Juniata Indians will have the option of taking it at the 30, I think it is, yard line, or a re-kick. Looks like they're going to be willing to take their chances, starting off from the 30. Illegal procedure is what they call it against UDA, but nevertheless, they'll bring it out to the 35-yard line, which is very good position, field position for the Indians to begin. Probably better than they might have gotten had they been able to run it back. You'll never know. So nevertheless, the Trojan gang again out here, those black and white and orange clad Trojans, looking to hold Juniata right back here. Zach Williams, the quarterback. Hands off over there to Snyder, and he'll go over the left side. He barely made it back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. They'll place it at the 35. No gain on that play. Second down and 10. Another good defensive play by the Trojans. Good defense out there. Williams has called the play, and we'll see what this one does for Juniata. So far, these Indians have been stymied by the Trojan defense. Williams wants to throw this one, fires one over the middle. It's complete, and this guy is going to get some yardage out of this. Good tackle made out there by Kyle Motter for UDA, but a nice quick hitter right over the middle that time from Williams to Trent. I'm not sure who he said caught the ball, but nevertheless, excellent pass play that time. Gets him in Trojan territory for the first time tonight at the UDA 40-yard line. 30-yard pass play that time for Williams. Williams has it again. Hands this one off. Up the middle with it goes 33, Snyder. And he'll be dropped after a couple of yards. Gets to the 38, picking up about 2 on the play. Are they going to put it? Oh, almost at the 39. We'll call that a yard gain on that play. Second down and 9. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Trojans up 6-0. Williams this time pitches it over there for Snyder again. Snyder on the left side. He's going to run into a bunch of Trojans, knocked out over there by Taylor Shadle and a whole bunch of guys over there. Hoover was over in the area. So is number 58, I think it is, out there. His jersey kind of all wrinkled up out there, but that would have been that Josh Adams. So, gain of maybe 3 on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6. Pitches back over this way. Snyder's going to try the right side this time. Some Trojans coming up to meet him, and he is going to be belted out of bounds here. As coming up there is Whitmer, making the hit, driving him out of bounds. 4th down and about 3 coming up here for Juniata. So let's see if they're going to punt that ball. One would think they might, but I'm not sure. They're getting their instructions coming in here from the sideline. So let's see what the Trojans will do now. They're going to go for it here. Here's Snyder with it, up the middle with it. He's got the first down and plenty more as he'll get himself down here to around the 20-yard line. So another nice run there by that number 33, Trent Snyder, doing a good job for his Juniata Indians. Getting a big first down there on a 4th down and 3, and comes up with some good yardage down to the Trojan 21-yard line. 1st and 10, or maybe the 22-yard line. Somewhere between the 21 and 22-yard line. 3:35 left here in the first quarter. The Juniata Indians starting to act up here now offensively. This time it's going to be a little reversal here to that fullback, and he'll dive ahead for only a yard or two. It's Taylor Shadle again in there with Whitmer on the stop. That was that number time Nicholas Sperry with the run. Picked up for 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Snyder in motion. Snyder gets the pitch. Racing around the left side. He's got a couple of blockers out in front of him now. This time he's down to the 10-5. He's going to go in for a touchdown. Snyder from about the 16 or something like that. I forget where he was exactly. But that puts the score tie now, 6-6. And Juniata looking for that extra point. So the Trojan defense having a little trouble with that Trent Snyder that time as he went out around the left side. Had some good blocking in front of him. Two pretty hefty young blockers in front of him, and he was able to scamper in. So Trojans have to toughen up the defense now as they go for the extra point. It'll be Snyder himself trying to kick this one in. He'll be kicking out of the hold of quarterback Williams. Snaps down, placements up. Kick is good. It's good. And so the Juniata Indians take the lead now. It's 7-6. Juniata. 2:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Juniata by 1. Trojans send back Whitmer deep on the far side, and Andrew Swank on the near side here to receive this Juniata kick. And we'll see what kind of a kick the young fella can get off here for Juniata. This is that Trent Snyder. He does it all but quarterback. I bet if he could throw himself a pass, he'd be quarterback out there too. Anyway, here comes a nice boot. Real nice kick, driving it down to the 5-yard line. Swanks up to the 15, to the 20, still on his feet. And he's going to be thrown out of bounds over here by number 40 at the around the 25-yard line of UDA. Alexander Smith on the stop that time for Juniata. Well, they're giving him his forward progress to the 27, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for UDA on their own 27-yard line. Swank near side flanker. Harmon on the far side. Skylar Fultz going back to work again from the quarterback positions. Skylar will pitch this one over here for Hoover. Hoover got 5 and tripped up out there, out to the 35-yard line. Number 80, Zach Bryan, coming up there for the Juniata Indians to stop Tony that time. He picked up 9, be 2nd down and 1 yard to go. Another nice run by that Tony Hoover. Pick up 9 at a time. That's not bad. That's darn good. Anyway, again, the Trojans looking for a 1st down here on a 2nd down and 1. Up the middle with it goes Whitmer, and well, he may have fallen ahead for the 1st down, but it would be very close. Timeout to stop the clock, and they say it is a 1st down. Yep. Okay, no measurement required on that one. They said it's a 1st down. So it's 1st and 10 UDA at the 40 or at the 38-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Minute 42 remaining in the first quarter. Here comes that Motter coming in here. He'll flank himself out here as a receiver on the near side of the field. On a 1st and 10. Back to pass goes Fultz. Fires one down the far side. Man is out there. Oh, just slightly overthrown. Andrew Swank, the intended receiver that time, but just overthrew Andrew by a little bit. And that will bring up a 2nd and 10. All right. 2nd down, 10 yards to go for UDA on their own 38-yard line. See what the Trojans decide to do here on this 2nd and 10. Handoff to Hoover, and Hoover hit right about the line of scrimmage. Number 35 coming in there making a big stop. Dave Rickert making the stop for the Indians that time. Wow. No gain is 3rd down and 10. So the Trojan offense sputtering here just a little bit now as we're looking at a 3rd and 10. Need to keep the drive alive. 48 seconds left. The clock is moving here in the first quarter, that is. Back to pass goes Fultz. Fultz looking. Fires one down the middle. It is incomplete. Intended for Troutman. Overthrew Kevin by a yard or so that time, and Kevin unable to bring that one in, of course. So it'll bring up a 4th down. The Trojans will be obliged to kick the ball away here. They're going to turn it over to Juniata here in just a moment after Andrew Swank goes back here and gets a booming kickoff. Let's see if he can do it. Here's a good snap. And a kick comes way out here high. Fair catch signaled for and made here at the 33-yard line. Or 32. 32, I guess I'll put it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Juniata Indians on their own 32-yard line. Juniata took it and scored last time they had the ball, so let's see if the Trojans now can come up with a good defensive series here and hold these guys, get that ball back. 30 seconds remain here in the first quarter. Clock will start when the ball is snapped or when the official puts it in play. He'll just signal it's in play. Clock isn't running yet till the ball is snapped. So Williams looking him over. He'll reset one of the backs in the backfield. Now they're set to go. Handoff is to that number 6, is it? 26. That's that Shane Archie. Archie dives literally, physically, and there any other way for 2. 2nd and 8. 10 seconds now, so we may have seen the final play of the first quarter. Yep, they're not going to make it for another one. So at the end of 1, it's the visiting Indians of Juniata 7, UDA 6. Okay, the change of quarter has been made. The Juniata Indians now traveling north in the ball field here. South to north. Trojans defending that north goal here. And it's 2nd down and 8 now for Juniata. Williams checks back, looks at his running backs, and gives it to that number something. Is that Snyder again? I'm not sure. Yeah, it was. But he hit the line, and the line just stood him up pretty quickly there. A gain of about a yard on the play. 3rd down and 7 coming up. 3rd and 7. Good hit by the right side of that Trojan defensive line. That's where you find that big 6'8" in there. For one, Josh Stadheim. And 58, of course, Josh Adams. So here we go. On a big 3rd down play for Juniata and UDA. Pitch is over there now. They're going to have a little pass out here. Pass comes over this way and is going to be caught on a little halfback or a fullback, whatever it was, pass down here to number 25. So that kind of fooled the Trojans that time as they bring the ball down here to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for Juniata now. Quarterback still has it. He's looking. Fires one down the field. It is incomplete. Wow. Intended out there for number 19. That's at Khalib Parson. And goes to an incompletion. But boy, oh boy, he had our guy beat that time. But fortunately, he was unable to catch the pass. So it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Williams hands it off. Up the middle with it comes number 26, Archie. Archie to the 46-yard line. 45, just inside the 45. 3rd down and about, what? Just about 4. 3rd and 4. Coming up here for Juniata. Trojans need to hold them here now. 3rd and 4. Stay back and see Williams run this play. Handoff again, up the middle with it goes at 26, and boy, does he have some good yardage all the way inside the 35, down to about the 33. So the Juniata Indian fans, who are few but vocal over there, are getting pretty excited about this series now, as they kind of have the Trojans goofed up here momentarily. At the 34-yard line, the ball will be placed. Maybe the 33. Yeah, about the 33. It is 1st and 10. Juniata. This time the quarterback hands it off, and Archie's got it. Carries it ahead for about 6 yards or so. It'll be a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. Ball's down at the 27-yard line now of UDA. So Juniata definitely with a drive going here. And the Trojans need to figure out a way to stop this. A lot of switching around in that backfield for Juniata. Now they go to that run and shoot formation. Motion comes over this way. Snyder has it. He's going to try to turn this left side over here, and he's going to be held up that time as they strung him out pretty well. And coming up to get him is Shadle, 58 out there. Adams and Hoover all rushing him over here and pushing him out of bounds. A little bit of a loss on the play of a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7. Trojan defense looks pretty darn quick to me. I mean, sometimes there's some good blocking made, of course, by the Juniata Indians, no question about that. But they're quick back here. Here he comes around 28 on the second revert, or whatever you want to call it, the second handoff. Fake handoff to the first guy, and then give it to Archie. And Archie is going to be short of the 1st down by about a yard. It'll be 4th down and 1. So naturally, Juniata will be trying for that 1st down play here. 4th down and a yard. So here are our stalwarts up here. These are the guys we got to depend on to keep them out of that 1-yard play. Let's see. Williams lines up over the quarterback. Or over the center, rather. And a handoff 25. He's got the 1st down and then some as he dives inside the 20 to about the 18 maybe. Where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Juniata Indians on the UDA 18-yard line. Juniata leading 7-6. 8:05 remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Juniata will call their 2nd timeout. There's the score with 7:55 remaining here in the first half. UDA trailing by 1. The Indian timeout is over now, and so we're set to put the ball in play here on a big 1st and 10 rather, I beg your pardon. 1st and 10 from the 18. .26 has it, and he is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Stone and Adams. Good on that stop. Good stop. Loss of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12. 2nd and 12. The ball now back at the 20-yard line of UDA. It'd be really neat to see Trojans hold them here. Get that ball back without any further damage now, because I think our offensive thing is working. Here, he gets good pressure here down. A good sack again made in here that time by that Josh Adams, I think it is. 58 out there. Josh Adams with a big sack that time for UDA. Puts the ball back at the 32-yard line, so things are looking much better for UDA now. Back at the 32. It's 3rd down and a whole bunch. 10, 20, about 3rd and 25, something like that. So 6:44 left here in the first half of the play. That was a huge play by that Joshua Adams. Big play. 26 has it again on that fake around the right side. He's going to be tackled pretty nicely out there. Looks like it was tackled by Whitmer, making the stop out there for UD. They'll bring up a 4th down, and now 4th and real long. So Snyder will back up now to punt on this 4th down and very long, and the Trojans will get the ball. Now where they're going to get it, it's hard to say. He just pops one over onto the right side. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and that'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, and UDA will put it in play 80 yards away from pay dirt here. As Wiest, that's Travis Wiest, checking back in there along with Josh Kephart for UDA. Taylor Shadle is the center for UD, I do believe, as Skylar Fultz gives them the play. Yep, Taylor 55, the center out there, the snapper for UD. Whitmer has it, and he'll drag it ahead for maybe 3. Let's see. Looks like about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. 2nd down, 7 for UDA. 5:18 left here in the first half. Trojans trail by 1, but that was a good defensive series there, aided by 2 big sacks that stopped the apparent drive. It looked like a good drive going on there by Juniata, but stopped short. Here's the handoff to Tony Hoover. He'll run into a bunch right around the 1 or 2 yard gain line. There's Tony picking himself up out there. 3rd down and 5 for UD. So another big, well, now they move it back a little bit. 3rd down and a long 5, maybe 6. It's more like 6 over there now, so about 3rd and 6. Another great big play coming up here for the UDA Trojans, and they'll send 3 would-be receivers over here. Now they're going to put one guy in as a more tight end position. Pitches back over here for Hoover. Hoover gets himself tangled up, and he is going to be taken down, and for a loss on the play back to the 22-yard line. So they'll bring up a 4th down now. So these Juniata Indians, not to be taken lightly, 3-4 record, our 3-4 record. So we look pretty evenly matched, and it's been pretty much that way so far. The Trojans have not had it easy tonight. Well, they haven't had it easy all season, but tonight is no exception to that rule. Let's see what the snap looks like here. It's pretty good, a little high, but handleable. The ball's popped up, almost popped up. This isn't even going to get, let's see. It is about a 15-yard punt, maybe, something like that. Swank shanked it, I guess, a little bit that time. Kind of hit a pop-up. Didn't go very far at all. So the Trojans dig in again on defense, and the Juniata Indians in excellent field position at the 38-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Wow. 3:42 left here in the first half of play. Trojans trail by 1, 7-6. 17-yard punt that time. Wow. 18-yard punt. Here's Williams with it. He still has it. He's going to look for somebody to throw it to. Gets a rush, fires one over here. It is complete. Yeah, complete for about a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3. Heck of a catch made that time by that Juniata Indian that time, as he hauled it in at the Trojan 31-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Williams that time showed he can throw on the run for sure. So he scrambled for his life over there a little bit. Pretty good pressure put on him, and he found the receiver anyway. Williams again, this time up the middle with it goes that 26. Shane Archie with another big gain up the middle of that Trojan line, picking up a 1st down at the Trojan 15-yard line. So again, the Trojans got to dig their heels in here now as they are being forced back there by that Juniata bunch. So let's see what happens here now on a 1st and 10 from the UDA 15. Again, Archie with it up the middle, spinning and diving across the 10 down to about the 9 or 8. We'll see. Picked up 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The ball will be spotted at the UDA 9. 2nd down and 4. Too much yardage for that Archie guy. He's that number 26 in there. Snyder gets the call this time, and you didn't get a whole lot out of that. Good stop made in there, Hoover, getting up over there along with Brock Stone. It'll be a gain of, well, actually, 1 yard, 3rd down and 3. 3rd and 3 now. A couple of big plays coming up here for the Trojan defense. Let's watch them closely here. Quarterback hands it off over this way, and they have a missed tackle, and then he'll dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, we had a shot at him, but no connection. And so he dives in from about 9 or 8 yards out and ups the score now to 13 to 6 with 1 minute and 37 seconds remaining here in the first half of the ball game. So a good drive that time by Juniata, which started out actually an excellent field position at the Juniata, I think it was, or they upped it off in 43 or something like that. So Snyder will attempt the extra point. Snaps down. And it looks good from here. It is. It is a good extra point. So it's now a 14-6 ball game. And the Trojans will have 1 minute and 37 seconds to work with here in the first half of this one. 14-6 is the score. Whitmer and Swank back to receive this kick once again. Now Snyder has it teed up following the second touchdown for Juniata. And he will bump this a little bit low. Coming over this way, it is going to be picked up here by Whitmer at the 20, and he'll make it to maybe the 24 or 3. We'll see if they give him forward progress to the 24, whatever. But it's 1st and 10 UDA now at the 24-yard line of the Trojans. Trojans seem to momentarily, anyway, lack that fierceness that they had on offense. Even when we started the ball game, went down and got ourselves 6 quick points. But since that time, Juniata has really tightened it up. So Skylar Fultz has his work cut out for him here as he hands this one off to Hoover, and Hoover runs into a pile after maybe a gain of 1 yard. No more than that. Tony really running into a wall out there. Picked up 1 yard, be 2nd down and 9. 2nd down, 9. Pitch over this way comes Hoover. Hoover tries to roll ahead with it and gets a couple. Picked up 2. Be 3rd and 7. Trojans have become quiet on offense all of a sudden. 3rd and 7. See what we do on this 3rd and 7. I'll see if we can connect somebody out here with a big play. Fultz drops back, has time, fires one down the field. Oh, it's going to be thrown out of bounds though. Incomplete. Really threw this one way out of bounds that time. So the Trojans will give the ball back to the Indians now with 17 seconds left here in the first half of the ball game. Punting situation. Swank back to punt this one away. See if Swank can get a good punt off this time. Good snap and a punt. Okay, caught back here at the 40-yard line on a fair catch with 11 seconds remaining. So Juniata with the time for a play. That will end the first half, presumably. Oh, we'll see what we can do with it defensively for UDA. Trojans getting stung out there tonight by those darn Indians. Indians are like that. They sneak up on you. Anyway, see what we can do. See, hold them here and go to halftime, maybe with trailing by 8. Okay. 1st and 10 from the UDA 40, or from the Juniata 40. Pitches over there for what he's going to be caught back there, and that's going to do it. Taylor Shadle making the stop again for UDA. And that ended the first half. So it's not a bad ball game. If it was a baseball game, it would be 2-1. And so we're going to halftime trailing now by 8. It's visiting Juniata Indians 14. We're ready to go with the second half action here now at UDA. This time the Trojans will get the football to begin the second half of play, and let's see if we've studied them and solved the defense here of those Juniata Indians and can get some offense going quickly here now. We're going to send Whitmer back as we did in the first half. Whitmer and Swank will be back deep. Stone is number 56, and we have Mark Showstyle, number 42, out there to help run this back. Snyder, I think, is the kicker. Yep. Talking to a radio guy, Kurt Dravelbis, and he was saying that their team runs hot and cold. Tonight they're warm. So here we go. Kick comes off, nice kick. Going to go right back here where it's going to be received by Swank at about the 7 to the 10, the 15, looking for some help up here. He comes down to the 20-yard line where he's going to be hit. And let's see, what else do we have going on here? Nothing. Okay, no flags. Okay, goes back. It goes down to the 20 where the Trojans will put it in play. First and 10, 14-yard return that time for Andrew. And let's see now if we can generate some offense here. Enough's enough. I think they look runnerish this time, as Ashburn used to say about the Phillies. He looks runnerish. So let's see if we can get Whitmer or Hoover loose. Let's see. First and 10. It's Hoover. Hoover bounces off a couple of tacklers and gets out here to the 25 or so yard line. Let's see, 24. Picked up 4. It'll be second down and 6. Second and 6 for UD. To throw a little screen over the far side, set up to Swank. He's got 4 blockers ahead of him. He's going to rumble it down here. There's a ball that's on the floor. Now let's see who has it. Well, I'm not sure. Andrew kind of lost the handle on that one at the end of the play, and it gets turned over here to Juniata. So it's an unfortunate move there for UDA. And Juniata with the football now at the Trojan 42-yard line. Had a nice play going there until the final moment there when that ball came loose out there. So it's first and 10 for Juniata at the UDA 42. Well, let's see if we can recover from that one quickly here now. Williams hands this one off, and here's Snyder with it. And he's going to be stopped after maybe 1 yard gain on that play. Looks like Shadle in there on the stop for UDA. Brock Stone in the area, so forth. Gain of a yard, second down and 9. All right. Second down, 9. Uh-oh, we're going to have motion here on number 80. The tight end on this side of the field kind of moved a little bit. That'll be an illegal procedure against Juniata. Dead ball foul, and that should take them back 5. That'll make it second down and 14. And that helps. The guy just jumped a little bit that time. Did that number 80, Zachary Bryan, his name is. Okay, now see if we can hold him here. It's the second down and 14. He wants to throw. Fires one over the far. It's almost picked off by Taylor Shadle. Had a hand on it, but couldn't quite pick that one off. It'll be third down. Taylor was there defending on the play and looked like he got a hand on it, but that was about all. Very hard thrown pass from Williams that time. And it'll be 3rd and 14. Got to hold them here. Hold them right here. 3rd and 14.
Just make sure you switch back.
Put everything in the formations are tight. They don't use flankers on this Juniata ball club. It's going to be 28. This time they smelled that one out good, and good tackle made in there by Brock Stone. Helping out on the play was Adams and not sure who the other guy was, but he lost some yardage on the play back to the midfield stripe, back at the 50-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 18. So Trojans held very well that time and able to stop that play that was killing them in the first half. Now let's see if we can get some offense going. Low snap, but no rush. And a high punt. I mean high. Fair catch called for and made out there by Swank at the 14-yard line. Wow. That was a really, really high punt by Snyder that time. From the first and 10 rather, from the 14-yard line now for UDA. Come on, boys. 1st and 10 from their own 14. Handoff is to Whitmer. Whitmer with some good yardage that time around the left side. Whitmer should cut it back. He did, and he's going to be tackled out here at the 45-yard line. No flags on the play. An excellent run that time by that Joe Whitmer. Way to go, Joe. Good run that time by Whitmer. Picking him up and laying him down out there just nicely. Got the Trojans the football out at the 47-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10 Trojans. Skylar full. Skylar hands this one off to, well, not sure who. No gain on that play. That was Hoover. Tony just having an amazing night tonight after coming off a couple of big football games where he was really getting some good openings and really running hard out there. Tonight it's a struggle to gain a couple of yards, but he'll keep banging away at it. Number 20 there, Harmon, checking out of the ball game. Motter here, 6. Kyle Motter as the flanker, single flanker for UDA on this 2nd down and 10. Back to pass goes Skylar Full. Sets that screen up again. And this time, however, it is to Kevin Troutman. And the whistle had blown. Hold everything. Kevin Troutman, the receiver of that one. But it goes as a incompletion, I guess. Or did they tackle him? Oh, they tackled him. It's 3rd down and 13. A loss of 3 on the play. 3rd and about 12, actually. 3rd and 12. Ball right at the 45-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So here's a big play for the Upper Dauphin Trojans offense now. Swank jogging out this way to join Motter. Back to pass he goes. He's looking. Fires one over the middle. It is complete on a good catch. And then they dropped the ball. Or did he drop it? No, he didn't drop it. Swank couldn't hang on to that one. Some good coverage there, but he just couldn't hang on to it. Looked like he had it for an instant, but couldn't hang on to it. And so it'll be 4th down coming up here in UDA in another punting situation. Swank goes back to make the punt. Single man back for Juniata to cover this punt. Whoa, man. Here's the punt. Boy, he got that one off a good punt, actually, under the circumstances. Snyder spins away from one guy and is finally tackled out here at about the 40, maybe 41-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Juniata on their own 41. 7:13 remaining here in the 3rd quarter of this struggle, and this has been a struggle for both squads. Heck of a ball game. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians. Williams over the center. He'll hand this off to that Snyder. Or was it Snyder? No, it wasn't. Or yeah, I guess. Well, I don't know. That wasn't Snyder. That was Archer. Picking up 9 on the play. Archer with a big plunge right up the middle. Gets 9 out to the 50-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Second and 1. Pitches over this way. This is Snyder. Snyder trying to turn this side over here, and he's going to get, boy, close to the first down. It will be a first down according to the spot that this guy's given him here. But they stopped him pretty well that time. He only needed a yard, and they might require a measurement here. Nope, first down. Yeah, the official says it is a first down. So 1st and 10 now at the 48-yard line of UDA. 6:18 remaining, and the clock moving on down now in the 3rd quarter. Here we go on a 1st and 10. Williams still has it. Oh, good rush. Super rush put in there that time by Brock Stone. Stone with the big rush and the big sack. Wow, that was huge. About a 10-yard loss on the, well, let's see. 5, 6, about an 8-yard loss, I guess, on the play. Or maybe 9, 2nd down and 19 probably. Heck of a rush that time by Brock Stone. Trojans come up with these big plays like this. We need them. And then we need to get the offense with a couple of big plays. We'll get right back in here. Williams again. This time he'll hand it off. And this time there's not much going on that time, as Archer gets it to the 45-yard line or 46, wherever they spot it here. But it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 15. So UD has to hold them here. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Hold them right here. 3rd down and about 16. See if we can hold them. Will Williams go to the air? Nope, he's going to pitch it back. Now he's going to go to the air. Snyder fires one downfield. Man is out here. It is incomplete. Oh, they had the man there. But it goes as an incompletion intended for number 80. That's that Zachary Bryan. And timeout here, as it looks like Harmon's going to come limping off the field this time after that defensive play just made on that Bryan. He looks like he's holding his arm or his leg. I'm not sure. At any rate, we hope Matt's going to be okay. And Swank and Motter will go back now to receive this punt. And the Trojans again will get the football back here and hope to do something with it offensively. Here's the kick. Nice high kick. Going to come down here and be taken. Well, and then on the ground with it goes Swank. So there'll be no return. And the ball spotted at the 23 of UDA. 1st and 10 Trojans. 1st and 10 on the UDA 23. It's going to be Hoover and Tony again. Stymied in there, just cannot get anything through there. They've got some big boys over here on the end of this tackle position over that big 50. He is a pretty huge kid out there. He is making a lot of those stops, standing him up straight right at the line of scrimmage. 50 is listed at 6'1", 225 pounds, so he's a pretty hefty kid. They're trying to run over him, and it just isn't happening. So it's a 2nd and 10. No gain on that play. 2nd and 10. Holtz pitches it over here. Motter. He's going to try to turn to the left side this time, or the right side this time, and he'll get a few out to the 28-yard line, maybe. He'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5 now. Another big play for UDA offensively coming up here. 3:11 remaining in the 3rd. Skylar Fultz will go in there and tell him what's going to work this time. Hasn't gone to Andrew Motter, or I beg your pardon, not Andrew Motter, to Kyle Motter. See if he goes to him this time. On a 3rd down play. He's looking. Oh, he got hit right as he got the ball away, and it's an incomplete forward pass. Good rush put on Fultz that time, and Skylar unable to make anything out of that as he was hit as he passed the ball. So it's 4th down. So again, the Juniata Indians have stymied the Trojan offense here and will cause them to punt it out of here. So let's see if Andrew Swank can get a good punt off. Good snap. Kick over this time way is taken out here at the 47, and he's tripped up as Hoover come down there and tripped him up at the 49-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So it's 1st and 10 for Juniata on the Upper Dauphin 49. 1st and 10 from the 49. Williams hands this one off, and up the middle with it goes that Archer. He's down to the 43, picking up about 7 on the play. Make it 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. 6-yard gain on that play. 2nd down 4. 2nd down 4 from the Trojan 43. Williams handing it off. Snyder with it, trips himself ahead and still has the drive out there to get him very close to a 1st down. Looked like Snyder was stymied a couple of yards back, but instead he fell forward and got the 1st down. So a good run that time by that young Snyder there. Trent Snyder. First and 10 for the Indians. Here comes the young fella coming over this. Oh, good tackle made out there that time by that number 42, Mark Shostal, with a good stop. 1 yard gain in the last play. Shostal making a good stop out there. A low ankle tackle. Pretty hard to run with somebody hanging on your ankle, for sure. So here we go on a 2nd down and 9. It's going to be pitched over here to Archer, and this time it's going to be stopped as both Taylor Shadle and number 68, Josh Stadheim, coming in there and making a good stop on him. Shadle with the initial hit. Loss of 3 on the play. Now, why the heck can't we get the offense going? The defense playing very well. 3rd down, 13. Ball at the 41-yard line of UDA. 16 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. So whether they get this off or not, I'm not sure. We're going to see. It's on a 7, 6, and so forth. It'll be close. Yep, he got it off. No, he didn't. The buzzer went just as he was ready to get the playoff, so that's going to end it for 3/4 of the ball game. End of 3/4 of the ball game. The score remains Juniata 14, UDA 6. Well, we change sides now as we begin the 4th quarter here at UDA, and the Juniata Indians will be heading north to south here at the ballpark. A big 3rd down and 13 coming up here now for the Juniata Indians and for the Trojan defense. Need to get that ball back. Motion comes over this way. Quarterback wants to throw. He's firing one downfield. Man is out here. It is caught. Complete down around the 10-yard line. Wow. They'll spot it at the 9. Big play there on a 4th down and 7. Wow. Okay, the big play there sets the ball at the 9-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Williams hands this one off to, or no, it isn't. There's and Archer dives close, fumbled in the end zone, but wait a second, he say he was down at about the 1. Down at about the 1. Wow. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 for the Juniata Indians. This touchdown here would hurt. So can we get a fumble out of him? Maybe there's a fumble left in him here. Let's see. Williams lines up over the quarterback. He's going to sneak it in, or over the center rather. He sneaks it in for a touchdown. Now the indication is made. And so that makes it a 20-6 ball game with 10:54 left here in the ball game, and an extra point try coming up. Snyder will try the point after, and here it comes. Good snap. Placement down kick is good. Low kick, just made it over there, but it's good. So with 10:54 remaining in the ball game, it is now 21-6 Juniata. Okay, Snyder will kick it off. Trent has her teed up here following the third touchdown for the Indians. And here it comes. Nice kick right down the middle, taking that to 11. Here's Swank with it, and Swank out to about the 20 or whatever. Swank looks like he's kind of running a little injured. I think he might have a gimpy leg or something. It didn't look like he was really digging in for that one, so I think he's a hurting pup out there himself. At any rate, the ball will be placed at the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20, as you see the nose of the ball touching the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 UDA on their own 20. Yeah, Andrew is definitely limping a little bit. We got a bruise or something. Here comes Tony Hoover. Hoover around this side. Hoover at the 30, and then he's going to get bounced out of bounds down here. Not a bad run that time by that Tony Hoover. No flags on the play. And a ball at the 32-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10, Trojans. So let's see if the Trojans can get right back in here now. In the I formation they go. Flanker out on each side of the field. Colts hands this one off. Up the middle with it goes Joe Wimmer out to the 39-yard line. Picking up about 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3 for UD. Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Fultz has it dribbled once, and then he's going to get caught in the backfield that time, as Schuyler that time lost the handle on it. It bounced fortunately right at his feet. He was able to bend over and pick that one up, but a loss on the play of only a yard or so. It'll be 3rd down and 6 or 7. 3rd and 7. So on a big 3rd and 7 again, the Trojans looking to pick up a 1st down here. Fultz looking. Fultz back to pass. He's going to be knocked down out there, sacked in the backfield. And that's going to do it, as the Trojans will be more or less forced to punt the ball away here now. It's 4th and 11. And we've got 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this ball game. So Swank being called upon to punt this ball away. Let's see what kind of a snap he gets here. Good snap. And a kick partially blocked. And back here it comes. And is be down at the 38-yard line. So things starting to go south here for UD, as they give the Juniata Indians excellent field position on the Trojan 38. It'll be 1st and 10 Juniata right there. Okay, 1st and 10 Juniata. Williams hands this one off, and up the middle with it goes that Archer. Archer to the 30-yard line, picking up about 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Okay, make it 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 3, I'm going to call it. 8:19 remaining in the ball game. Williams puts Archer over on the left side this time. He'll pitch it over that way to Snyder. Snyder turning the left side, and he'll follow some blocking for a first down. Very close to it anyway. Out of bounds he goes, stopping the clock. And it is, I think, short. No, it's not. No, I think it's going to be a first down. Yep, first down. Official here signifies it is a first down. And so the Indians get 4 more tries at it, and they'll be on the 27-yard line of Upper Dauphin now. First and 10 Indians on the UD 27. This is going to be 35 with it this time, and he'll drag it ahead for a couple of yards to about the 23-yard line maybe. Picking up 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. Second and 6 for the Juniata Indians. This is going to be handed off here to that Archer, and Archer with a good gain inside the 15, down around the 13-yard line. So it'll be first and 10 for Juniata now on the Trojan 13-yard line. 7:13 remaining in the ball game, and Juniata definitely in control right now. Trojan offense never did get uncorked tonight. They got that first touchdown, but then after that, kind of, I don't know if we have a bunch of banged up ball players out there or what, but it just kind of slowed down the offense totally. Williams hands this one off to Snyder, and Snyder will bang it down around the 10. Looks like he picked up maybe 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7. Second and 7 for Juniata. Looks like the ball is just outside the 10-yard line on this second down and 8. Again, they're growing up the middle with it goes Archer. He'll dive inside the 5 to probably the 3 or 4. We'll see where they spot it. He's going to spot it on the 4. So it'll be third down, or second down rather. Second down and 1. Should be third, I think, though. All right. Anyway, he's only a yard out, is Williams. And he will sneak it in there. And did he get in? I don't think so. There's no indication that he did. Nope. That's a first down, however. It'll be first and goal for the Juniata Indians. First and goal from the 2, I guess. Yep. First and goal from the 2, it looks like from here. Field line painting a little bit messed up this week because of the rain, so it's not as easy to distinguish. It's not like a newly lined field. Here comes Snyder. He's tripped up before he can get in there. Nice stop made in there by Hoover, I believe. And Snyder getting up a little slowly that time with the aid of Tony Hoover. Second and goal down from the 3. Lost a yard on that one. Second and goal from the 3. Okay, here we go on a first and goal. It's Archer. He dives over the left side for 6. It's 27-6. It's a touchdown. 27-6 the score now, with 4:19 remaining in the ball game, and an extra point try coming up. Snyder will attempt the extra point. The last one was a low one, but it was good. Here's the snap. Placement's up. Kick is good. So he's been about perfect tonight. It is 28-6 with 4:19 remaining here in the ball game. We got that 6 early, and it stuck. That's all we got. Okay, here comes Snyder's kick now for the 5th time tonight. Man, he gets into him. It's a nice kick down here all the way to the 7-yard line. Here comes Whitmer with it. He's out to the 20 and then to the 21 or so, where he's going to be downed out there. So the Trojans, with 4:09 left here in the ball game, will start out on their own 22-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, UDA. Okay, 1st and 10. We'll see if Schuyler's going to be throwing. He drops back as though to throw. Looking over the middle, it is incomplete. Overthrowing Matthew Harmon out here as the intended receiver, but ball about 3 yards overthrown, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Matt, the flanker, at the lower part of your screen here. Matt Harmon. 2 guys on the other side. Colts looking again. Passes one over this way. This one's incomplete. This one was thrown low. Pretty good rush put on Schuyler that time, I believe. But it goes as an incompletion. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Third and 10 for UD. Stay back here and watch some of these patterns or whatever they're going to try here. Single set in the backfield is Hoover. Back to pass. This one is not gotten off. They sack Schuyler in the backfield, so bring up a 4th down. Now 3:45 remaining in the ball game. Trojans just stymied by this Juniata defense almost all night long. So another punting situation for the Trojans, and that means that Andrew Swank will go back to punt this ball away. To see what kind of a snap Andrew gets. Good snap. Here's the kick. Comes out here pretty nicely. It's going to be fair caught at the 42 or so yard line. Snyder making the catch for the Juniata Indians. And his ball club will have the ball on the Trojan 42-yard line. Excellent field position again for these Juniata Indians. Trojans just getting beat up a little bit tonight out there, I believe.
We can have little igloos for tackles.
3:18 left in this ball game. Snyder has it. Coming up to get him is Tony Hoover with a good stop. Mark Showstyle and Josh Adams also around the ball that time, but Hoover with a big hit on him. Stops him for a loss of 2. How can we do that? You know, you can't say the defense is probably getting wore out playing defense out here tonight, but man, they've had a lot of big first down defensive plays for UD and some big second down. Then that 3rd down, when it's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 9, that's the one that kills us, sort of. Kind of let them off the hook. So we got these Indians here on a 2nd and 12. Quarterback Williams taking as much time as he can. The ball is run up here to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So it'll be 3rd down, and actually 3rd and about 13. 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 14, and so forth. So by the time they get this play off, we'll be inside of 2 minutes to play in this ball game. I think the Trojans expected a little more coming off their 2 big victories over Tri-Valley and Lion Mountain, and over Williams Valley rather, and Lion Mountain. And I think the boys are going to be disappointed at their effort tonight. 3rd down, 13. Quarterback will watch the field judge that has the clock. Here comes, who is it? 24, Archer, is it? Yep. It'll be 4th down now with 1:35 left here in the ball game. So Trojans are definitely going to go 3-5 on the season, and the Juniata Indians will even up their record now at 4-4. 1:20 remaining. 4th down and 5 for the Indians. Fourth and 5. Williams hands this one off up the middle. With it goes whoever for a first down with less than a minute to play. Down to 58 seconds. It stops the clocks while they move the chains. And then they'll put her back in play here. It is a first down. And that's going to start the clock. Now they have the change set. We got a couple of plays left here, and then it's going to be over. And he's going to go with a kneel. So he got 32 seconds remaining when he kneeled on that play. And the Trojans would be not inclined to stop the clock, of course, because they'll just let this one run out. So he'll have to put it in play now. It's marked down there. So that was the last play of the ball game, period, because they can just stand there and let it run out now. And it will. So the final score tonight is going to be the Juniata Indians 28 and the UDA Trojans 6. So Juniata played the kind of game that we would have liked to have played as the final buzzer goes to end this ball game. So we congratulate the Indians coming down here on a muggy night, kind of a dampish, cool night, and laying one on our Trojans here. So that'll do it from here, and we hope that everybody has a safe trip home. The Trojans will gather themselves up again and look for those Tri-Valley Bulldogs. They come barking in here next Friday evening in the finale here at UDA. So till then, Dale Calnon and Ray Cole saying good night from Upper Dauphin. Again, the final score, the Juniata Indians 28 and the Upper Dauphin Trojans 6.